All right, let's break down give. This one is really, really special. You know, there's so many books, key books that you guys could be reading about giving. The Go Giver is one that comes to mind. You know, you got this concept of the giver's gain, the law of reciprocity. But here's the real gift here is that the more you learn and the more you earn, the more you have to give. And I heard it said once before, I think on K-Love Radio, that the only thing we ever truly own is what we give away. You know, because we don't really own anything. We're just stewards of what we have. You know, none of this stuff belongs to us because we can't take it with us. So we're stewards. And so here's some guidelines here of stewardship that you can follow. But of course you've got time, you got your talent, and you got your treasure. So let's break these down, all right? And so again, think about this in terms of social media content that you can create. Okay, so we're going to showcase on Facebook, on Insta, on LinkedIn, how we are stewards of our time and how we lend that time to other people, other initiatives, other volunteer and philanthropic organizations in our community. How do we use these methods of giving, areas of giving, to be advocates of our community? All right, so let's break it down. When I think about time and what we have and why that's important, I think people need to see you as a professional who gives back to their industry, but they also want to get to know the person who is a family man or a missionary, a Christian, a brother, a sister, a husband, a wife. They want to see the time that you spend off the clock, how you spend that currency and who you spend it on, who you spend it with, and so on and so forth. All right, so time. Who are you when you're not at work? But when you are at work, do you devote some time to enriching the lives of others in the workplace? You know, training them, mentoring them. I think this is really, really important. Do you hold classes in your office? Do you get asked to speak at different, for different organizations or events in your community? If you ever get on a stage and you don't document it or have somebody at least take a photo of you, you're really missing out. Okay, if you give a speech to a school, in front of any groups on any topic, I don't care what it's about or what it's related to, and most especially, if you're somebody that's overcome an illness or an addiction and you're speaking to people, you're speaking life over people and to people, and you're not documenting that, it's a real shame. And this is what we really have to battle here, is that this concept of that's personal, or it's, I don't need that much attention. I don't want people to know about this. I was raised to believe that we don't go out there and advertise, issues like this. Whatever the limiting beliefs and the conversations are going on in your head, again, stop making it about you. All right, so you're going to get these critics that are saying, oh, well, Jason didn't get hugged enough as a child. He needs this attention. He's always putting himself out there. That's always going to be the case. Like, he's got to, it's daddy-daughter date night, and he's just, instead of enjoying time with his daughter, he's got to promote the fact that he's on a daddy-daughter date night. And we're making peace with the fact that that's going to happen, okay? Those people are going to say that, and there's nothing we can do to control that, and we're only focusing on what we can control. And what we can control is not, consuming the entire daddy-daughter date night with promotion about daddy-daughter date night, like, oh, look at us, and look at how I'm parent. I'm dad of the year because I'm doing a daddy-daughter date night. No, but we do some documentation of that event, because what happens if we inspire, we're going to inspire the critics. We know that. We've made peace with that. But what happens if we inspire a dad who has never taken his daughter or his son out on a date, and we do need to be dating our children? What happens if we inspire other parents to do that with their kids? Do you think we've won enough to overcome what the critics have said about us? Think about that for a second, okay? All right, so how do we spend our time? What do we spend it doing? Are we a nature enthusiast? Are we really into sailing? Are we, an aspiring artist? Are we a singer? Do we devote our time to the worship team at church? We need to be documenting all this stuff, because at the end of the day, people want to get to know the real you. And we have this amazing gift that we could be utilizing to accomplish that, but we just don't do it. We don't show people who we are. And they want to be well-rounded. They don't want to go to your page and just see real estate, real estate, real estate, real estate, real estate. They want to see real estate, husband, father, dad, brother, uncle, sister, hobby, loves their pets. Here's what they like to eat. Here they love to cook, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They want to see a well-rounded, just melting pot of you on your social media channels. And you need to give it to them, because authenticity, folks, is leadership. All right, so talent. What's your talent? What talent are you honing? Can you teach people or inspire people? Demonstrate your talent through social media. Giving of your talents. I'm not a very talented person. I don't have a lot of natural gifts. But what I can do is use the fact that I'm not afraid to get in front of this camera to promote local businesses in my community. So maybe that's my talent, is being a promoter, being a marketer, coming up with little marketing slogans for small businesses in my community. Maybe that's how I can use my talent for the good of others. And I'm documenting the fact that, hey, I'm out here today at J&J Furniture. They got a sale today. You need to come out here. You can get a sofa for under $600, a sectional. It's crazy. You'll never find a sofa this cheap again. Maybe that's my talent. What's yours? And how can you deploy that in service of others? And never do that without documenting it and showcasing it. See where I'm going with this? All right, and of course you've got treasure. And this is going to be a hard pill for a lot of you to swallow. You're saying, Jason, you want me to document when I give money to organizations? When I donate money to a cause? Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you to do. I'm not telling you to be seen giving for the sake of being seen. I'm not telling you to do any of these things for the sake of being seen. Okay? Because it's not about the sake of being seen. But it is about the collateral, the domino effect of what happens when people see you doing these things. It's the inspiration, the motivation, the seeds that get planted, just this ripple effect that happens when people see you giving of your time, your talent, and your treasure. And go, gosh, I need to give more. Most people that are in a funk, that are suffering from depression, anxiety, having really dangerous thoughts about, hurting themselves, or just feel like there's no point to life. The root cause is that those people are focused on self. They're self-focused. It's a selfish emotion that they're dealing with. And the way out is through giving. So if you could say to people that follow you on social, like I've had a really rough week. I woke up really depressed this morning. Didn't really want to get out of bed, but I thought, you know what? The way I can kind of turn this around, the way I can flip the script on this day, on this hell of a week, is I can get out and do something awesome for somebody else. I can get out and serve others in an amazing way. And so I decided to go down to the local food kitchen, or in our area, we got this place called Prodigy Pantry, and I decided to volunteer for 2 hours, and I met this person, and we had this conversation, and she was so grateful that I had given up my time this morning. And it just turned my whole week around, gave me this new perspective on the day. And if I'm saying this to a video camera and somebody else sees it and goes, gosh, I've been in a funk for a month or a year or longer, and all I got to do to climb my way out is to go give my time, talent, or treasure to others, go just serve other people, that's the way out? Gosh, most of those opportunities are free. They won't cost you anything other than your time. So there's impact there. You've made an impact on the world by documenting this. Do you think this is worthwhile? I think it is.